Hello, everybody! Lily didn't do much this week, I don't think. Sai has had a long week. Sai is very tired. So that's why we're kind of just doing a fuck around normal, probably only going to be 2-hour art stream today. You can tell my voice is still a little froggy. Ah, good. I've been pelted with a tomato first thing, of course. This is one of my streams. But yeah, I still kind of have the remnants of this freaking cold I had. And I think it's like fall allergies on top of that and the weather changing, so I've just been all sniffly. And then I was like, why am I so tired today? Why am I so worn out today? And then I realized on Sunday I carried about 10 bags of dog food up the stairs. And then the last couple of days I've been helping move my grandma into assisted living, so I might be a little tired from all of that. Yeah, I had to take like three freaking trips through the back door, up the elevator to my grandma's room and back to bring all the stuff I brought for her. Mostly her clothes, some groceries and things. And my uncles and mom are over there with her now, so... yeah, that has been my day, so Sai's a little tired this week. Hang on, I just want to open my own reference material. I still haven't decided on Wolfenite's colors. I haven't even, like, touched doing her colors at all. Basically, I've only been working on Switcheroo during the art streams because I've been doing so much art for other people, and I'm sorry, guys, but paid stuff comes first. I get all these people like, Sai doesn't work on Switcheroo anymore, and it's like, well, you know, I gotta eat. I can only do so much art in a day. Yeah, I think she'll settle in okay. My grandma is 98, and she has still been living on her own, but it's getting... she's starting to have trouble walking. So it's just better for her to... She still gets her own room. She has like a nice little apartment. But then she can call people for help anytime she needs it. And then they have like activities and things. And I think it's probably going to be good for her in the long run. I was very much an advocate of her staying in her own home for a while. But even she's kind of been at peace with this. So... And we can go visit her anytime we want. We all have keys to the room. So I think it'll work out. Yeah, I do need soup. I have been eating soup. Soup was on sale recently. I have so much soup right now.
Radical sent a super chat. Sick or not, you're still the funniest streamer I know.
Oh,
Drink
thank
a soup
you.
or something
I'm glad I entertain you guys no matter what I'm doing. It must be a talent, I suppose. We were having fun on the Dragon Age streams last night. I finally romanced Cassandra, so you can come join those tomorrow night as well. Oh boy, Kaiser's got me something. Kaiser, I might not be able to do any dubs today. My voice is pretty scratchy. Oh yeah, thank you for the gifted subs, Radical. Yeah, that's right, you put this one together recently. I think it also has background music. Hang on, we'll show that as our first thing on stream, I guess. Let me...
John Williams sent a super chat. Hey Sai, what do you think of screen tones?
I think they're a very good art asset that adds, you know, a bit of crunch to a comic. But I think they're getting a little outmoded. Anyways, we have to show off Kaiser's brilliant work here. Thanks for fixing my mental health.
I literally just let you suck on my titties.
I was like, I didn't even remember doing that one. What the fuck? Somebody last stream suggested, like, what if I make a TTS out of my Olivia voice and make that the super chat sound? If I could find a way to do that, that would be pretty great. You have a Pink Diamond video, is another blues Stella blues. There's so much unadulterated Merc Rob. I don't know what the fuck that is. And yes, our countdown for the Lily video is going good. I've been, because I'm a little stinker, as I am. I've been uploading these Majora's Mask parodies with the June moon slowly getting closer to Lily as the days go by. Because I'm a little shit. Yeah, see, it gets slightly bigger every day. I started that on the second day because I thought of it and I was like, wait a minute, that would be really funny if it just keeps getting bigger. So I'm gonna keep doing that until the June video drops. I saw some people on the farm saying, I wish Sai and the others wouldn't hype up the June video so much, but I'm mostly just doing it to be annoying, to be honest. But I do think, I was already a big fan of June. And And he's really good at documentaries, and I really think having a resource of all of Lily's bullshit laid out start to finish right in front of you is going to help people understand what the problem with her is, you know? So, I've been excited about this. Oh god, yeah, right, if I turn Olivia into, like, an open source AI, I don't want to know what some people might do with that. If this is a long video, we're probably not gonna watch it right now, but, oh, it's a fan animation. Oh, and it's not Bluesy Stella. I should probably turn off my music in the background. Oh, I might have seen this before. This is really good, though. I do kind of wish we got more of Pink Diamond's life on Homeworld in the show. I mean, there's enough there to get how the other diamonds treated her, but it wasn't quite enough. If only Cartoon Network didn't cancel the show over a gay wedding. Ah, yes, her little Cinderella mice. You got a Fortnite ad? I gotta stop the stream now. Yeah.
Kaiji sent a super chat. Lily Orchard is over party 2024.
Very appropriate in the middle of a Steven Universe fan animation. Thank you very much for your super chats, guys. Oh, the pebbles are absolutely a parody of Cinderella's mice. You get a lot of Cinderella parallels with Pink. Now, the anger issues aren't just a Cinderella thing, I don't think. Olivia singing You're Pitiful. Oh, I might be able to do that. I'd have to practice singing in the voice, but I might be able to do that. That would be pretty fucking funny, especially if somebody wanted to animate it after. Your mom discovered Steven Universe gifts. Aha! Get Steven Universe to take that. It's on Disney Plus now. Cry, Lily. Not to talk over this too much. Didn't Apple release like an animation-specific program for iPad that's really good?
Radical sent a super chat. Lily changed her channel description lol.
Oh, we'll go look at that in a minute. We'll finish this Pink Diamond video first. I'm probably not gonna watch too many videos today, though, just because I'm gonna go short. Yes, SU is on Disney Plus right now. I think it's to do with a deal with Hulu. Procreate Dreams, that's what it's called. Yeah, check that out. My iPad homies seem to really like it. I'm still not used to working on an iPad, personally. Yeah, see, I do wish we kind of got more of this shit in the actual show. Give Pink Diamond Steven-like traits. Well, she has, like, some Steven-like traits, you know? Steven is not his mom, but they do have a lot of similar personality traits. Spinell's in the video? Yeah, Spinell would have come after this anyway. I kind of headcanon that Spinell and R. Pearl were both created around the same time. Sabine showed up to last night's stream, gave me $2, and then said they were bored. Ah, don't you like to see the puppeted corpse of your former best friend? I'm sure that didn't traumatize you at all, Pink. Oh, there's Pearl. God, how long did it take this person to do all this? This is like a short movie. She's always watching, guys. Oh, nice parallax. Yeah, I don't know how I'd feel about a prequel from the Crystal Gems point of view, because I still strongly believe we really shouldn't see Rose's own perspective directly. Like, that would kind of defeat the purpose of her character. But the fangirl in me definitely wants like a war prequel, though, you know? Spinel would definitely fit in the... Didn't they make a chick in the Cuphead universe that kind of is pink and almost like exactly like her? She inspired a few rubber hose gals, I think. Oh. Some alternate history shit going on here. Princess Bon Bon, that's who it was. Okay. Anyway, let's go check Lily's channel and see. She apparently changed her description. I love how the first shit that comes up is me, but I'm not signed out right now, so it's probably skewed. Stop sending me videos, guys. I was actually wanting to draw today. One woman who is so correct about everything, she's been defamed for a decade over it. That's not quite as catchy. Lily. Oof, that Nom Nom Nami video is at 9.6k views. Lily, some of my fucking just non-you live streams get that. Okay, what did you send me, Kaiser? Let's see what this is. 20 seconds, okay.
I made this adventure really cool and
oh yeah,
just for them.
I've seen this, but yeah.
What?
I can't wait for all the children in the audience to get horrible nightmares from the monster.
Yes. Literally, Kinger's literally me in that episode in playing a horror game, just very, very calm and not bothered by much. Alright, let's turn the music back on. What did Lorch do this week? Well, one thing Lorch did was claim that she totally graduated college with a behavioral psychology degree in 2023. Which is funny, because in June of 2024, she said this.
I don't like getting into the murky area of psychology because I never actually finished my degree, and people who use psychology major as a way to presume authority annoy me, but...
Oh yeah. They didn't finish your degree just back in June, but now... You've completely finished your degree. Yeah, I was getting a spam call. I threw my phone behind me somewhere. On the bed, don't worry, I'm not gonna break it. Most people ask me about fan subs, me promoting... Like, half my answers on this blog are just me promoting my own videos. Oh yeah, Lily went on a huge rant about cannabis recently. Cause she's back on this boomer bullshit about cannabis being bad. I'm just gonna smoke my pipe for the irony right now. Even though marijuana's been legal completely in Canada since 2018. But she's an Ameriboo, so she has to talk like an American conservative blowhard about weed. Probably because I smoke it and her sister smokes it. But just as she went on her big anti-weed rant, she went into the PokeMadhouse wiki and removed the 420
Igor sent a
joke.
super chat. Lily and Michaela's anniversary also happens to be on the day of one of your art streams.
Does it? Oh. I might have to plan a Lily react for that day just to be an asshole. But yeah, so she had this comic. It was an alternate universe 420, where haha, get it, they're stoners because it's universe 420. It's so funny, you guys. So like the same exact day she went on her big boomer anti-weed rant, she like deleted that from the wiki. Like, nobody would have even noticed probably or brought it up if you didn't bring attention to it by deleting it. Well, no, she said weed killed her uncle, you know? He injected a marijuana and died, you guys. Like, come on. Alright, you're gonna see my things, my fucking June moons. Oh yeah, this was a funny one. She's been on a tear about Utena again. She's been making the most unfunny parody of it you've ever seen in your goddamn life. I might have to do another Tequila Rose stream for that one when she finishes it. Cause like, it's not even, like, there's nothing to work with. There's nothing to react to. It's just unfunny. Like, painfully so. Here she says, and here's a lone black and white for you. There is no situation where telling other people discussing a work to shut up is justified. Okay, Lily. So when we discuss your work and your videos and your writing, you can't tell us to shut up, right? Because there's no situation where it's okay to do that, right? Right? God, she just keeps shooting herself in the foot. It's amazing. Yeah, well, she probably sees some of the, Oh yeah, she went on this big fucking rant about it. She said Utena is the poster child of the Thermian argument, which is just a bullshit term coined by Dan Olson to mean, like, people using the text of a work to dispel criticism about something problematic in that work, but that's really not the case here. Lily just doesn't understand it, and she has no hope of understanding it. It's really funny. Because Lily seems to think when I say that, what I mean is you need to have a high IQ to understand Utena. Even though my entire James Somerton react, I kept going, this is not that hard to understand. Oh my god. What I mean is, Lily, you, specifically, have no hope of understanding it. Because of your media literacy and your just general ineptitude.
Mystic Blue sent a super chat. I'm still taking credit for being the one to bring the singing killed my grandma, okay? Meme to Lork drama lol.
I believe you. Thank you for the super chat.
Strava sent a super chat. Hey Sai, did you cover the Morch stuff that we caught the other day?
No, I don't think I've even heard of the Morch stuff, and thank you for the $10 super chat, and thank you for the super sticker. What did Morch do? It would be McKay. I've started calling them Morch and Lorch just because it's... I don't know, it's funny. But yeah, so I went on a big tear just answering her thing, but there was one thing I didn't like mention that was a little strange to me. Where is it? In here somewhere. Nice guy rhetoric, you're so fucking stupid. Oh yeah. And here's the problem. Anime has gotten such a bad reputation for fetishizing incest, and Utena takes so long to get to the point that unless someone told you beforehand that there was even a point to be made, you would be forgiven for thinking it's completely disposable. So a lot of what Utena is critical of is just shit that the industry does unironically.
Nostalgic
God,
Nerd
my
90
voice is
sent a
shot.
super chat. Sai, you should play Pokemon Start with Gen 4 or 6.
I'm really not interested in Pokemon, guys. I'm just really not. I never have been. I'm sorry. But yeah, so she thinks Utena is like being critical of incest fetishes in anime as if Utena is even a metatextual work. Utena is very self-contained and works on its own symbolic language. It's not being political, it's not criticizing the industry. Lily just can only approach media with Twitter brain rot. Like, there's like the singular lens Twitter people can view media through. They always have to say, well, what is this saying politically? What is this saying about race? What is this saying about this or that? Even when it's not even commenting on any of that stuff. I had one person saying, "Nuh-uh, Anthony's race does matter because in that one episode, Nanami is forced to go to India as a punishment, which is like racist against Indians." And I was like, are you really trying to tell me that the shitpost Freaky Friday episode of Utena is a racial commentary? what happens in that episode is Utena and Anthy's bodies get switched because of extra spicy curry, and it's kind of Nanami's fault. So Nanami goes to India to get more curry. And then she's getting constantly attacked by elephants, and it's funny. Like, the entire episode is a fucking shitpost, and this person is trying to find just some racial angle to it, because one of the characters happens to be brown. Like, I don't understand people who think this way. I don't understand who told them that this was an appropriate way to approach media and talk about media, and analyze the media. I don't know where this is coming from. But it's like anti-intellectualism disguised as intellectualism. It's so confusing. Okay, what did Morch do, guys? I'm curious now. Oh, right, she was Morch got caught tracing, right? Which I'm not surprised. I think one day I am gonna go over Madhouse and do funny voices. So we can definitely critique the art. Then, when I do this, I was explaining Nanami's backstory, the siblings, blah, blah, blah. There's another June Moon, also talking about Nanami. Oh, yeah! Cryptic Catnip, another person in Lily's circle who is really, really, really into incest, misunderstood why I was using the Tama and Tamago pun as an example. They seem to think I thought this was the funniest joke in the world. When really, I was just explaining how, yeah, sometimes there are things in anime that cannot be translated. You know? Like the Tamago joke. The words in English are egg and ball. That you just cannot make it work in English. You know? So that was just an example I used to explain to Lily in her anime ranking video that, yeah, sometimes something is just completely untranslatable and you have to deal with it and put an explanation on screen. Yeah, we could do some of the Wani voices for Poke Madhouse. Yeah, and in English it's just like a random encounter where it's like confusing or something. So I don't know how you would even make it work in English, to be honest. But, well, the whole point of the episode is Nanami thinks she laid an egg.
Adrian Parchman sent a super chat. Have you watched Neurality's videos on RGU?
I have. They're pretty good. I don't agree with her on a few things, but overall, yeah, pretty competent. So I didn't agree with her whole thing, because I think fucking Lily is ripping Neurality's off, because Lily constantly goes, well, I can go watch Neurality's video on Utena to understand instead of watching the actual series. Because, yeah, just watching somebody else's video definitely means you understand something. But, what was that long
Gotcha sent a super chat. Make Lily get hemorrhage watching Bakemonogatari.
I think I've heard of that one, but, yeah, where the hell was it? Scrolled all the way back up now. No! Oh, it's this short one, that's why I keep scrolling past it. Yeah, she said she was complaining about, Nanami. There's one point where it's revealed that Nanami was so possessive of her brother that she drowned a kitten, and after that we're just back to Nanami as usual. Yeah.
Cryohazard sent a super chat. I thought Utena was just a regular anime with the usual anime slapstick that I missed out on. I got confused about some of the symbolism, though.
Oh, the symbolism is pretty fucking dense in Utena, like, that's no lie. But yeah, like... Oh, we got another one coming.
Sent a super chat. I like hearing about political readings of media, but that's mostly for media that's made for that kind of ST.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying you can never have a political reading of a piece of media, but when you're just inventing something that isn't there and isn't supported by the text, you're not being intelligent. You just can only look at media as, like, a political thing or something that is a judgment on people's morality or something, and or is there to tell you life lessons, and that's just asinine. But yeah, Neuralities had said, like, oh, I'm just gonna pretend like the cat drowning didn't happen because I want to like Nanami. And it's like, you can still like Nanami even with the knowledge that when she was like 7 or something, she put a cat in a box and shoved it into a reservoir. Yeah, she was a little kid and she regretted it immediately afterward. but it does tell you a lot about her character, and suddenly getting hit with like this dark, realistic backstory for what had been up until this point pretty much a comic relief character. It's jarring, and it sets up for later when she's used in more serious situations. So yeah, almost like there's like a purpose here or something. Also, she has constant bad karma with animals. You know, duh, maybe that's where that comes from. I think Neuralities got chased off of YouTube for saying anime boobs bad or something. I don't know. This was a funny fucking picture.
Mystic Blue sent a super chat. So I will happily help you with understanding the Pokemon and references in Madhouse. Let me be your fandom local guide XD.
Thank you. I haven't decided if I'm going to do it by myself or not. I mean, it'll probably go faster if I just do it by myself. Because when you got latency and multiple people, it can be kind of hard sometimes. But maybe I'll figure it out when the time comes. I'm not going to do it anytime soon. But yeah. Drug use is evil. I have a fucking degree. Lily Orchard does not have a degree. Yeah, Lily has been like, so she's been going on about weed. She said, I look down on junkies recently. Like, she's like, oh no, like, they should get social programs and stuff, but I look down on them and they should be punched in the gut because they had the choice to not do drugs in the first place. So, like, complete conservative rhetoric right there, but she's also been talking about being on oxycodone and complaining she can't get Adderall. Lily, both of those things are harder than weed. Like, for real. I hope she's watching right now.
Scones and Jam sent a super chat. All of this talk about Anthe being a prisoner ignores that at the end of the day, she liberates herself and walks out of her bad situation.
Basically what happens is Anthe was clinging onto the idea of the prince, which doesn't really exist anymore. That's why Dios is kind of a ghost. But it was that ghost of Dios that came to Utena and was like, you could replace me in Anthe's heart, basically, and you could free her from this eternal suffering. And that's pretty much what happens. I keep seeing all these people that try to argue that Utena rejected Dios in the end. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? He blesses her ring, which is a promise to Anthe, and basically transfers the last of what he is to her, and then she's able to free Anthe. Because she is that princely ideal that Anthe was looking for, but she didn't have to be a prince. You know? Like, it's... I don't know. I just got so tired of the internet getting Utena wrong that I've been on this, like, crusade. But yeah, I mean, do I really need to understand Pokemon to read Madhouse too? Because like she doesn't even like go into the fucking thing yet.
Radical sent a super chat. Lily 1 week ago. God, this oxy is heavenly, guys. Lily RN. Weed bad. You're all junkie tweakers.
Yeah. Yes, the revolution was freeing Anthe, and also thank you for the super chat.
Tori Mullen sent a super chat. What's up, my skeeby D Sigmas?
Please never say that again. Thank you for the super chat. Oh yeah, and Lily's back online. Ow, all my critics are transphobic. And I was like, isn't this your brother? Like, making kind of, like, insensitive jokes. And also, Cryptid Catnip is really, really into incest. So, yeah. The moon's getting smaller as we go back down the blog.
Dana_Brain sent a super chat. In English, the joke is more awkward. They just say I have my ball, your ball, my ball. How big is it? I mean... kinda funny, but not really.
Yeah, I mean the joke in Japanese is Nanami is assuming the bowling ball is an egg Jury has laid because Nanami's a fucking idiot, you know. So that's why it's funny. It's not the pun itself per se. It's that Nanami's a moron. You know, that's how she gets herself into most of her problems. Oh yeah, and here's the quote straight from the horse's mouth. I even highlighted it in green just so people can really get a good look at it. I have not met a... Oh, we got a super chat. No!
Mystic Blue sent a super chat. Lily knows nothing about Pokemon. So yeah. Yes.
I have not met a single person who uses drugs harder than tobacco, and I'm getting interrupted again. Oh god.
Linying sent a super chat. Man, Lily is the low-tier god of video essayists.
I've heard he was pretty bad. And he get chased off YouTube too.
John Williams sent a super chat. Speaking things that don't translate into English, girly looking person was secretly a guy/guy is actually the girl. Trope. As apparently pronouns aren't used much in casual talk, Japanese have a lot of words for he or she/they.
Thank you for the super chat. And yes, that is absolutely correct. In Japanese, it's completely...
Moon Mist sent a
Thank
super
you for
chat.
the super sticker. In Japanese, it's completely possible to refer to someone without using pronouns at all. So yeah, but even in the movie, Utena's like, whoever said I was a boy, you know? So, you know, Utena's like, yeah, people think she's a boy because of how she dresses, but she's always very insistent that she's a girl. So, you know. Yes, my music taste is very good. You're welcome. And this is only the selection of what I'm allowed to play on YouTube. I would be playing a lot more.
Radical sent a super chat. As a smoker, I promise you, you're far more likely to become addicted to nicotine than weed.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I'm a daily weed user. I'm not gonna lie about that, but... Yeah, what do you mean, size, not a teenage boy? Yeah, I showed somebody, like, an old clip of, like, one of my old Dragon Age streams from, like, 7 years ago when I had, like, a potato mic, and they were like, wow, you really did sound like a teenage boy back then. I was like, leave me alone! You're ruining my life! Anyway, yeah, I was making fun of Lily, right? I have not met a single person who uses drugs harder than tobacco who wasn't an abusive piece of dog shit with clear dependency issues.
John Iestek sent a super chat. You don't need to go to Asia for an example. Even in Europe, Polish has phrases untranslatable into English and vice versa. Perfect translation is fake.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Igor sent a super chat. This I don't think poke/human hybrids are part of Pokemon.
No, they are definitely not. I look down on junkies. I have no sympathy for them and their struggles. The option to not use the thing that is killing you was always there. You know, this is progressive Lily, who wants to be a safe space for LGBT people and people of color. You know, people who tend to have problems with drug use. I don't think the hurricane's gonna hit me. I looked at the trajectory. It's just going sideways across Florida, so it's not gonna come up here. I had to check because a lot of times hurricanes will hit Florida first and then come up here and fuck up shit too, but... Yeah, so this is progressive Lily. Yeah, but she's like, oh, but I said that druggies don't need to be arrested, so I'm actually pro whatever, because I'm anti-cop. Yeah, cop bad, guys. Cops bad. As if Lily wouldn't be the first person to call the cops if something happened to her, you know? I don't think I'm gonna play the Silent Hill 2 remake. It just makes me sad. I'm so sick of these people thinking they know better than the original creators. How's it any better than the fucking HD edition? Are they gonna change the voices again? Like, I don't, like, hang on. We'll talk about that for a second, because people are not getting the exact problem with the way they changed Angela.
Ajaya Sharma sent a super chat. Lork sees abusive traits everywhere except within.
Mm-hmm. Of course, she projects completely. So this is what they made Angela look like in the remake up here. This is what she looked like originally. And yeah, she is supposed to be 17 years old, but the entire point in the original design was she was not supposed to look her age. She was not supposed to look or sound her age. She is supposed to appear to have, you know, lived rough, and her traumatic experiences have aged her a bit, so, and it makes her more off-putting, which she's supposed to be. Like, Angela, you can sympathize with her, but she is supposed to be very off-putting and pretty much too far gone to help, you know? So, making her look like, she doesn't even look 17 here, she looks 15, you know? Like...
Cryohazard sent a super chat. Hey, like understanding Pokemon in general? That's easy. I have no idea what Madhouse is. I'm swamped with work.
Oh, Cryo, Madhouse is Lily Orchard's original Pokemon comic about her being a self-insert with her Gardevoir and her hybrid demon clone child. So we'll definitely want to read through that sometimes. No, she was supposed to be 17. She was voiced by a middle-aged lady at the time, but... she is supposed to look older than she is because She has been through a lot. Like, she has been repeatedly raped by her father and brother. You know, like you get that from her story if you fucking pay attention. There's still people that will deny that her problem was sexual abuse, even though it's very obvious. You know, like, Thing is, Silent Hill 2 is kind of a masterpiece. You don't really need to touch it. The original is still there. You know, the problem with these updates and remakes too is that you have a new team of people who don't understand.
John Williams sent a super chat. I worried because the studio has a bad history of demonizing mental illness.
Good. Good. What else are they gonna fucking change then, I wonder?
Jehudi sent a super chat. I think Lork would benefit significantly from some old school Quaaludes.
She needs to be on something, that's for sure. But yeah, the problem with remakes like this is you get a new team of people who don't understand the artistic vision of the old team, and they look at deliberate choices as mistakes. You know? And again, why does it need a fucking remake? Really, it doesn't. It still looks really good. Yeah, I just wonder if they're gonna change stuff in the plot. And some people are complaining about Maria, but I don't think it's too bad. Well, they made her look younger. What the fuck? Did they make everybody look younger? Why does Maria look like she's fucking 21 or something? Like, the outfit change doesn't bother me that much. But, like, yeah, some people were pointing out, like, the one character whose point is to look like a thought. You know, and you're gonna change her. Like, she is supposed to be sexually provocative. Like, yeah. That is the point. But actually, I don't think the new outfit's that bad. But what the fuck did they do to her proportions? Why does she look so young? Like, Maria, the original, looks like she's in her fucking 30s, you know? And James, too, is supposed to, like, I always assumed he was in his 30s. What do they make him? I think they made him look like less of a loser. Yeah, they definitely did. Like, James needs to also kind of look off-putting and kind of out of it. Oh, God, is that the oh, God! Why are the graphics worse than the original? And why does he look so young? Why do they all look like they're in their early 20s? And why does Angela look like she's 15? I don't understand. And they all look like they're on the verge of crying constantly, every single one of them. Was James 28? Yeah, he was like had to be late 20s or in his 30s. Like,
Mina sent a super chat. Look at Eddie.
I think I saw Eddie before. Actually, he didn't look that bad. Eyes are weird, though. He at least translated kind of okay, actually. What's the proportions, though? All of them have such big heads. Like, the original game looked pretty realistic. Like, yeah, they were definitely more realistically proportioned than the original. And they worked hard on these graphics back then. Like, this was fucking impressive for the PlayStation 2, and it still looks good. Yeah, PS2 in 2002. And it still looks amazing. Same thing. Oh, character comparison right here in a tab. Why did they yassify the little girl? Why did they yassify the little girl? Why does she look like she's fucking 17? What is going on? So Maria looks too young. Lisa looks too old. What is happening? Angela's supposed to look older than she is. Because she's been abused her entire life. Like, they just do not get the art direction of the original at all. That is the problem. This is not about, like, oh, Angela's not hot enough. They don't get the visual direction. Like, look at the, they fucked up this shot too.
Cryohazard sent a super chat. I never got into the Silent Hill series. I only played the first game. Resident Evil fan all the way. Lily would be a perfect fit in a Silent Hill.
I would recommend playing Silent Hills 2 and 3 for yourself, or if not, at least watching a really thorough Let's Play of them. They are just good stories on their own in general. Like, you could take Silent Hill 2 and translate it into a movie. You could. They're not gonna do it right, though, because they keep letting that stupid French guy make those awful Silent Hill movies. But if you took the exact plot of Silent Hill 2 and translated it faithfully, it would make a really good movie. So yeah, if you don't want to play them yourself, I do recommend finding a good Let's Play, because maybe even a silent one that just goes through the story, or at least... Actually, no, you know what? You know who has a really good retrospective on the series, even? There's this guy called Your Favorite Son. Oh, it looks like he put it all in one video, too. So he has one 8.5-hour video on all the Silent Hill games. And it's a very, very good retrospective. It's excellent. Highly recommend this guy. He does really good deep dive gaming videos. So, yeah, look up Your Favorite Son with his Silent Hill series. I haven't watched him in a little while, but he does really good shit. Alright, let's get back to Lily, and then we'll get to drawing. What else did she do? Well, that's the clip of her saying she's, Oxy is heavenly.
The antibiotics are wearing off. I am on so many drugs right now, you won't believe it.
Meekly Sheepling sent a super chat. You're making me remember playing Resident Evil Revelations 2 made me cackle cause Claire looks like Tobey Maguire.
Oh,
Skull.
no.
Doctors gave me oxycodone,
Radical sent a super chat. Silent Hill 3 is my favorite horror game of all time. I absolutely love Heather. Best horror pro tag ever.
That's the thing, like, objectively Silent Hill 2 is the more artful, you know, high-class story, but Silent Hill 3 is still my favorite. It's a lot more straightforward, but I love Heather, I love Vincent, you know, I like the characters a lot. And I like the imagery in 3 is a lot more visceral, a lot more bloody, because a lot of the imagery is surrounding, you know, a teenage girl's worries, like puberty, pregnancy, violence, you know, so it's definitely a lot more bloody and in your face and visceral and screaming than the drab melancholy of Silent Hill 2. So whereas Silent Hill 2 is the masterpiece, it is objectively the better story, I still like Silent Hill 3 more. Now, my favorite horror game is still Soma. Nothing has topped Soma for me. We'll play Soma on stream again sometime. Anyway, here's Lily saying oxycodone is heavenly.
The oxycodone, which is heavenly.
Yeah, she's gonna go the Rush Limbaugh route, you guys. It's fitting. Alright, and Lily talking about junkies. Oh, this was, I was pretty sure this fucking ask was from Lily.
Does it ever get exhausting, knowing that you're devoting so much time and energy into your very evident maladaptive parasocial interactions online? What is your ultimate goal? Once you have obtained this goal, what will be the next target of your unhealthy fixation? Your behavior is disturbing to behold. It's never too late to admit you've got a problem and seek professional aid that you sorely need. And I said, hi, Lily! Because I'm like at least 94% sure that was Lily. And I say this all the time, guys. I didn't even become a YouTuber on purpose. Just kind of happened. Now I have a career. Oh well. Cry more. I'm gonna keep doing whatever the fuck I want with my channel because people seem to enjoy it. And there's another June moon. Oh, this is Lily doubling down on the soup thing. That concern is usually expressed by reminding me of the obvious, like getting rest or having hot liquids. I don't find it reassuring. I find it patronizing and rude. And when I say don't do that, I'm resisted. I'm 32. I don't need to be mothered. On one occasion when I told people to stop mothering me, someone responded with never, thinking they were being cute. Yeah, Lily, you're 32 and this shouldn't fucking bother you. You're out of your mind. I've seen this detail in Silent Hill 3. Let me see.
I shouldn't blindly post a link Kaiser sends me, but let's see. During Heather's development, there was a clash of masculine and feminine thinking on Heather's designer. Bingo Yuri, the character designer who was male, imagined Heather was wearing jeans. However, the female team members of Team Silent thought that Heather should show her legs to look more feminine and pretty. Oh yeah, I did know that. It was the female devs that said we should put her in a skirt. Heather gets a lot of outfits though. It's like, it's so funny with Silent Hill 3. You could unlock different outfits for Heather. You could unlock like a shitpost magical girl outfit for her that comes with its own accessories. It's really fun. You have to beat the game once, seriously, to get the goofy shit, but... Yeah, right. Oh yeah, this is Lily, admitting with her whole fucking chest that she's gonna keep copyright striking me. This clip has now been put in front of a couple of people from YouTube, from what I know, so...
Just being a little pest.
Yeah, just being a pest. Poisoning them in the algorithm. That's the thing, when you get DMCA claimed, you get poisoned in the fucking algorithm. Like, YouTube isn't set up to be aware that you've spent, like, 10 days, like, getting... that you spent 10 days being DMCA claimed. What it sees is 10 days of no views. And that utterly fucking poisons you in the algorithm. It poisons your future videos, too, like... That nutjob's got, like, more videos up, reacting to me. They aren't getting anywhere near the attention.
Ah,
if it works...
Smell the copium. Wafting.
It's like, you can't keep doing this! Or, yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do.
It's like, you can't keep doing this. I can't? Check, does it again just to check. Oh, no, false alarm. I still can.
Probably shouldn't tell Michaela to shut up for that one.
Thomas Horton sent a super chat. Do you like that one Capcom game, Haunting Ground?
I actually never heard of it, but thank you for the super chat.
Try to act like the thing you're supposed to do is nothing. Let people slander you without doing anything. I could, or I could be a pest. Look, if these people were, like, sitting beside me in real life, I'd be fucking dunking their head in a goddamn toilet.
No, you wouldn't, Lily. If you tried, you would lose some teeth, but besides the point. Yeah, so, poisoning the algorithm, guys. How are those VODs she struck doing? Oh, so I have 88k views to her 40k views. I have 54k views to her 34k views. I have 65k views to her 52k views. I have 20k views to her 19k views. Oh. Oh, yeah, I'm so algorithm poisoned, guys. And these are just stream VODs, too. These aren't even, like, edited videos. These are just stream VODs. So, goddamn, Lily. You're doing bad. How's that Nom Nom Nami video doing again? Hasn't even hit 10k after, like, 20 days, has it? She thought I was gonna react to that one, too. No, I'm not. Because I don't know anything about those games or that creator.
Lazarus sent a super chat. Congrats, Sai. You've been deemed a nutjob by Lily.
Oh no, Lily Orchard called me a nutjob. I'm totally devastated. Oh, I also thought this one was her. I don't know if they were replying to the cancer anon I talked to before, because Lily faked cancer, guys. This was a pretty recent thing, and she announced it in her comic. At most, she had a suspicious mole that she got removed, but she tried to say it was skin cancer. So she had skin cancer while also graduating from college and making videos and not mentioning either. Yeah. That's good. So I got this strange anon.
Cancer anon. Early stage cancer does not greatly impact an individual's daily life. It is impossible to determine whether someone is undergoing treatment for cancer by simply looking at them. What you're thinking of is late stage cancer. This would be when your vision of a person being weak, bedridden, losing hair would actually occur. Stage 0 to 1 cancer is invisible as such, and as such, treatment is equally invisible. You go about your daily life as normal, but with regular checkups. Please do research on cancer and cancer treatments before automatically making making baseless assumptions about the validity of cancer claims when your understanding of the process is sorely lacking. So this reads like someone who just looked up shit on Google and is assuming other people also have never seen someone with cancer, and they're just imagining a person with cancer would be weak and bedridden. I was pretty sure this was Lily. So of course my response was, hey Anon, I've lost 2 people to pancreatic cancer, and one of my uncles currently has skin cancer. Lily is a chronic liar, and maybe you're the one who shouldn't be making assumptions. You see, Lily, I don't talk about my personal life that much. So you wouldn't know that, would you? Because I'm not gonna be out here, like, trying to throw a pity party for myself over other people's tragedies and tragedies in my life. So, it's just so funny. Just the assumption that I wouldn't know what the process of someone having cancer looks like makes me think this is Lily. Because she assumes other people only know what she knows. Nobody else could possibly have knowledge that Lily Orchard does not. Yeah, pancreatic cancer is a bad one. So, well, we said she's going down the boogie route. I think a lot of these are older now. That was the very first one I did. Dawn of the first day. You can hear the noise in your head, can't you? I fucking love Majora's Mask, too. That's why I started doing this. This like goofy little thing I threw together in Affinity. Anyway, speaking of art, this is only gonna go for like another hour. Maybe we should actually draw. Okay. So I'm getting closer with the comic. Like I said, I've really only been working on the comic on stream days because I've been doing work for other people. I'm gonna have a couple of shots of the vines going up her arms and stuff in these 2 panels. I think I'll just sketch right now. And again, I'm kind of tired and lackadaisical today, but I do want to do a react maybe next week, either next week or the week after. And at 5 p.m., I will have a poll going up on YouTube, and you guys can vote between 3 different choices. It's going to be either demystifying AI while making fun of Shadiversity being an AI bro, Yandev 2, Electric Boogaloo, or Lily Orchard's video complaining about Adventure Fantasy from a couple of years ago, because this is a thing she does constantly. Thank you! Glad you think the comic looks good. I'm still kind of figuring it out, and I still gotta figure out Wolfenite's color scheme, but I'm just doing this ass backwards, it's fine. I'm getting done what I can get done, basically. Oh, there's a new Lackadaisy episode out? I didn't know that. You got your Kickstarted stuff? Cool. I have the crew signed poster and the pins. I ordered those because I missed the first Kickstarter. Yeah, like, faking cancer and lying about having cancer for attention is basically one of the lowest things you could possibly do, which I wouldn't put it past Lily, honestly. Hato says, at most, Lily had what I had. She had I had a precancerous mole on my neck last year. They biopsied. They need to come back in so they could dig it back out. Got the all clear a few weeks later. Yeah, that's what most people think. So when the Steven Universe movie came out, I thought Steven was selfish for not focusing on Spinel. A lot of people thought that was just weird because, like, I'm one of the biggest Spinel fans, and I will, like, outright say, like, no, she was, like, absolutely in the fucking wrong in the movie. Yeah, Lorch doesn't have cancer, she is a cancer. Oh, I know Lackadaisy. I've been following Tracy Butler's work since 2008. I've read the comics. Not recently, but I really need to reread it. My favorite character is Mordecai. There's no fucking... No, this is Mordecai. He's my favorite. And oh my god. When I heard Pro ZD's voice for him in the trailer, I was like, how is this motherfucker doing the exact voice I've always heard in my head for this character? What the fuck? What witchcraft is this? Excuse me. Yeah, you gotta be careful with abbreviating Shad. Every time I say Shad, people think I'm talking about Shadman, which no, I am not going over him. So I just have to say Shadiversity every time now.
June is expecting the video to be in his hands from his editors on the 19th, and then he's just gotta go through the process of uploading it and getting like all the monetization checks and stuff. So that'll probably take a couple of days. Especially if it's a long video, it'll take a while to upload. Steven wasn't selfish in the movie at all. Like, I was saying that in Lily's review too, like a fucking killer clown from outer space just shows up with a doomsday device and you're expecting Steven to have to be the gracious one here? What are you talking about? I think Sarah Styles just made Spinel too likable. I mean, she is my favorite character, but I can actually admit the flaws of my favorite characters, unlike Lapis stands. What? I mean, huh? Yeah, I didn't know he did fan dubs of the comics. That's the funny thing. Or maybe I did see the comics at some point and, like, internalized the voice. I don't know. But yeah, I found out he had been doing, like, fan dubs of Lackadaisy for, like, the last 6 years or some shit. And I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, I'm so happy that Lackadaisy is getting its own indie animation. Like, it's basically Tracy Butler's magnum opus. Yeah, Lapis is definitely my favorite character. Lily can't strike June. The only reason she's been able to justify striking me is that I play her video during my streams. But, like, even by fair use, that's allowed, so that's why they haven't stuck. For whatever reason, Lily seems to think I can't stream for 10 days when she strikes me, which is demonstrably untrue. I guess I don't have a magnum opus. I seem to be better at
John
helping
Williams
other people.
sent a super chat. Call Shad Jazz's brother.
Jazz's brother! Oh my god, I should. Like that one video of Shad delaying a fucking tabletop game because he wants his artistry stat to be high, even though it doesn't actually affect anything, is just... Oh god, that's so cringe. We'll be watching that as well as the AI one, I think. So I was like ragging on Shad with the AI stuff before I blew up when I was just doing the streams on Twitch. So nothing much is going on. We're kind of just hanging out and talking today. I'm probably gonna wrap up in an hour, so. Oh, there's a PAX in Australia? What should you do if you spot Shad there? Isn't he a Kiwi? I thought he was a New Zealander. I'm gonna make this at more of an angle, actually. His brother's like a really good, talented actual artist, and like Shad's like fucking AI broness seems to be coming from jealousy over that. Yeah, you can hate AI all you want. I will have a much more nuanced take on it. Part of what I want to do is demystify AI a bit, because people on the totally hate side often don't understand how it works, and people on the totally love side often do not understand its many, many limitations. You know, Oh, the video was at OSPAX? Okay, I didn't realize that's where it was. I guess I forgot. Yeah, so, I mean, I might piss you off with my more nuanced opinions on AI, but I hope you guys will at least give it a chance. Because I kind of have a very nuanced take on it. And I don't, like, automatically just hate AI. You know, I'm a very tech-positive person, usually, anyway, so. But when you start getting into the weeds of what is art, it gets far too philosophical to really answer the question, to be honest. But I want to have that discussion, and I want to have that discussion rationally, you know? Do not have stock in SpaceX. I don't trust anything Elon Musk makes. He's a moron. I know some people tell me I completely bust their political compass, and it's like, good. I've been an independent ever since I registered the vote at 18, and I'm very staunchly stick to that. Got a tornado warning. Oh no. I mean, I'm kind of glad the super fucking hurricane isn't coming up here after it ravages Florida. I don't know, I'm just an independent. I think that covers it. I will assess information as it is given to me. Yeah, but that's the thing, too. I guess we can have some of this discussion now.
Sent a super chat. Don't know if anyone asked this before, but which other little cows are in your radar besides Lily, James Somerton, Yennev, and Shad?
No one really right now. I mean, you never know. I mean, I'm gonna keep doing various reacts. I mean, I would like to respond mostly to media opinions. I don't want to be one of those react streamers who just watches somebody else's analysis on stream and goes, whoa, bro, that's crazy, bro. Yeah, I'm talking about Hassan. But, we'll see. But yeah, the whole thing with, like, AI is theft, that's the thing. That's the thing that really got me thinking about it. Like, I can't go as far as to call it theft. Because if a human being, say, looked at 5 different pieces of art of an apple, and then took that knowledge from looking at those 5 pieces of art, and then made their own picture of an apple, we wouldn't call that theft. That's basically what AI does. And if you want to say they're downloading the images without permission, well, your browser does that. When you are looking at images and art on the internet, your computer is downloading that image so you can view it. And that's not theft. So, I can't ethically go as far as to call it theft. I don't know, that's just me though. But again, I would hope people would at least want to listen to and consider my opinion, even if they don't agree ultimately. I think it's healthy to actually have different perspectives on things. Yeah, Spider-Verse had its own proprietary AI to put lines on the characters' faces when needed, which makes sense. But they had to build it themselves, and they had an artist go through to train the AI with his own art, you know? We're just kind of gabbing today, too much angst. I'm talking about future ideas for streams. I just gave my different perspective. Kaiser, pay attention! Yeah, I guess free thinker kind of got corrupted, but it was a useful term back in the day. So some people took free thinker as license to be an asshole, of course, so, but... Tolerance does also mean putting up with people you don't like sometimes. Like, it's a two-way street. You can't just say, well, I'm very progressive and tolerant, except when it comes to these people who don't agree with me. Those people can just, you know, get their teeth bashed in, and it's like, okay, well, you're not really sticking by your principles then, are you? Well, see, that's the problem, Kais. If you say anything that so much just sounds like it might agree with someone conservative, then people will just go, you're a conservative, you're on the wrong side, you're either red or blue, there's no in between, and it's like, this is a completely falsely constructed dichotomy. I wouldn't even know what voting labor means. I'm a stupid, stupid American. Yeah, like, tolerance doesn't mean agreement. Tolerance means you can be civil with each other and function in society without, like, fucking devolving into fisticuffs over your different views. That's what that means. I want to make this more of a Dutch angle, I guess, is what I'm going for here. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just kind of doodling. Just kind of feeling things out right now. I should have maybe done thumbnails, but eh.
Angels Art and Gaming sent a super chat. AI scrapes images indiscriminately. Then it copies onto an algorithm. It trains on said imagery, which includes RL photos. Some of my work has been trained. This is why I despise generated AI.
Yeah, but again, if somebody were to look at a bunch of your photos with their eyeballs and then make a piece of art based on the information they gathered from doing that, you really couldn't call that theft, could you? A machine can just do it on a vastly grander scale than any one human mind possibly could, but it still doesn't create images the same way a human would, which is why it looks so uncanny and you can spot AI a mile away a lot of the time, even without like extra fingers and shit. It just doesn't. It like aggregates visuals, but it can't think like a person, and it doesn't construct things the way a person would. So I don't really think it is any danger to artists, to be honest, but it's usually more of a pain in the ass to try to generate exactly what you want than it would be to just have somebody make it for you. You know? I fuck around with Midjourney like a toy sometimes. Like, I will just come up with some random prompt off the top of my head, make it, look at the results, see what the results make me think of, iterate on that based on that result.
Laney sent a super chat. Yeah, I can support LGBTQ+ and gun rights. In fact, I think LGBTQ should consider gun ownership. Politics are just a headache at this point.
Yeah, I'm pretty anti-gun, but I'm friends with 2 gun bros. We can get along and disagree on that topic. It's not hard.
Adrian Parchman sent a super chat. Thongs on Chapel Roan.
I don't really know much about her, but I did see that concert with the night stuff, which was pretty cool. And I think I've heard that song on the radio, you know, before my Bluetooth kicks in. Though I have found myself listening to just the radio more when I'm driving these days. I think I found a pretty good local station that has like a good mix of like current pop and some hip hop and some rap, and I'm like, oh, alright, that's not bad actually.
Overworld sent a super chat. While we're talking about I, what do you think about the Oneko situation?
All I know about her is that, or they, whatever they are, all I know about that is they had bad AI opinions and got called out on it, and then turned around and said everyone calling them out is racist. So that's all I know about that. I haven't really caught up on that drama yet. I'm on my Hassan arc right now. Yeah, I'll just, if I ever devolve into Hassan just sitting here watching somebody else's analysis video going, bro, that's wild, bro. Oh my god. Talk about a video maker, Andy. You guys, I just want you all to like beat me with bricks in real life, please. Just kill me. If I become like Hassan. You are allowed. It's a justifiable homicide. I'm decreeing it right now. It'll be in my will. If I ever turn out like Hassan, just kill me with bricks. Well, that's the other thing, Milk Latte. People are saying, well, a human has to be behind art. But what about found art? Does found art not count? Because found art is when someone just finds something interesting that has an artistic effect, but they didn't actually make it. Like, you could find a rusty pipe somewhere that has an interesting growth on it, and that's found art, you know? So, or what if somebody gets a pre-stretched canvas at the store, gets pre-mixed paint at the store that they didn't put effort into making, and then just throws the paint on the canvas and lets physics take over? Is that art? You know, this is where we start getting into the weeds of it. It starts getting impossible to answer. A human still has to prompt the machine to make the image. A human still set the process into motion. And humans are the ones who assign meaning. So even if it doesn't mean anything to the machine, it could still mean something to us when we see the result. And yeah, it gets too philosophical at that point to really have an answer. I'm not trying to give you an answer. I just want to have the conversation. So that's a little taste of what the AI stream will be like. And you guys can argue with me. Like, feel free. Like, totally. But I think it's good to have these in-depth conversations on these topics. And not just be a Luddite and say AI bad, and anyone who likes AI bad, you know. Yeah, art is when something supports my political opinion. Some people certainly think that way.
Majin Lifestyle sent a super chat. Uktka plus guns equals legal gun bearing today. Questions anyone? /J.
How did the TTS pronounce that? Thank you for the super chat.
Stranger Within sent a super chat. Which creators do you think are notorious for bad media takes? Or which individual videos?
You know, I haven't seen anyone who's like as egregiously bad as Lily or James Somerton, but there probably are people in like topics I'm not that familiar with. Like that In Praise of Shadows guy who was getting absolutely ragged for trying to go after Wendigoon. Like, I don't know enough about the media he's talking about to know exactly how bad his takes are. Though I'm pretty sure even I can tell the monstrous cannibals from The Hills Have Eyes represent black and indigenous people is not a good take. Yeah. Yeah, think about Jackson Pollock. Some people would argue it's not real art. You know? People would argue that photography isn't real art, or digital art isn't real art. It just is... It's an impossible thing to answer. No, I don't think AI art will ever make it out of the uncanny valley either. Because again, a machine can't think like a person, and it doesn't construct images the same way a person would. So it's never gonna quite be able to grasp. Like, I don't think an AI, even if it became intelligent, is ever going to be able to grasp eating and drinking. How do you even program that?
Sent a super chat. The time I AI for art, it's mainly for concepts. Then Frankenstein whatever I made.
Yeah, almost like photo bashing. I mean, why not? It's a tool.
Mystic Blue sent a super chat. Sai, since we're talking about art, I need your advice about making webcomics. Like everything about it, especially getting around to rendering pages.
Oh, well, can't help you that much, because I'm kind of a failed webcomic artist myself. But my biggest advice for doing comics one page at a time on the internet is make every page its own little mini cliffhanger, because it keeps people wanting to read. So, like, have something enticing at the end of every page, which I've kind of done here. End of this page, the plants are starting to move up. End of this page, they're unfusing.
Caffeinated Salamander sent a super chat. This is my first time seeing you live, so here's $2.
Yay! Thank you. I got a little tip in my busker hat. Hey, you do have a webcomic, Kaiser, don't you? Maybe Kaiser would have better advice. But yeah, if you come to the Discord, though, we do have an art discussion board, and you can ask other people for advice or help or feedback. It's a pretty good time. See, in essence, a lot of the arguments against AI could also be used against whatever we can consider legitimate art. Yeah, exactly. Like I was saying, like with found art.
Master Clockwork sent a super chat. Philosophically, anything can have artistic merit or aesthetic value, but legally speaking, it must primarily be man-made to have ownership.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can't own anything you generate from AI.
Mystic Blue sent a super chat. Poor David Bowie. Art is what you can make of it.
Yeah, I mean, this is why I get stuck on this so much. I'm gonna find something. Again, this is like a preview of the AI stream now, I guess. I'm just trying to remember what frickin' folder I had this in. Maybe I had it in my art folder. I don't remember now.
Peary sent a super chat. Personally, if someone uses AI to make shitpost, the Disney posters, or not trying to make a profit from it, there shouldn't be a problem.
Oh yeah, using it for shitposts is great. I was trying to find like the very first generation I did. Oh, here it is. I just saw it. So, actually I have a few different versions of it, but let's go with this one. I'll show it to you guys. So this is like one of the first AI generations I ever did. And all I had typed in was Vaporwave children's cartoon. So the AI pretty much did everything. But I found this oddly compelling. And I asked myself, this means nothing to the machine. This is just shapes and colors it made based on the words I use. But that I find this kind of provocative. What does that mean? And humans are the assigners of meaning. There is no actual, like, objective meaning in the universe. We assign meaning to things. So, what does it mean that I find this kind of compelling? And that is what got me on this weird, wishy-washy opinion I have on AI. As I have another one here. Everything I've gotten out of AI, like all the coolest stuff I've gotten out of AI has been completely by accident. Like, I got this completely by accident. And I upscaled it. But like, if I were to base a piece of art on this, would that be bad? Kind of looks like Vivienne, doesn't it, from Dragon Age? But like, yeah, I got this completely by accident, but it looks so fucking cool. And if someone were to base a piece of art on this, would that be theft? I don't think so. You know? So, like... And then sometimes I just play around doing character designs, or I just play around, like I said, things off the top of my head, and I just keep iterating and iterating on stuff and letting it evolve, and it's like a little artistic brainstorming game, you know? Well, again, you're saying there's no meaning a mindless algorithm vomited it out, but what about someone just tossing paint at a canvas and letting physics do all the work? Is that also mindless? So is that not art? You know, like...
Floof Boop sent a super chat. My problem with AI art isn't the art itself, but how companies will try to replace human artists because it is cheaper.
Oh yeah, but you can rest assured that they're gonna bite themselves in the fucking ass trying to do that. Because you see these people... oh yeah, like the Princess Mononoke guy. I'm pretty sure somebody put that on YouTube because it's uncopyrightable, actually. Let's get that up. Yeah, so this guy spent $700 in AI credits to recreate the Princess Mononoke trailer in AI, and it is the most nonsensical slop you've ever seen in your life.
My prince, are you prepared to learn what fate the stones have foretold you?
Yes.
No
there is
concept
evil
of shot
work in the land to the
composition.
west, Prince Ashitaka.
No concept of visual storytelling. The characters keep changing every frame.
My name is Ashitaka.
What the fuck is that supposed to be?
I travel far from lands to the east.
She's suddenly in a different outfit.
I don't want to fight you. I'm a friend.
Princess Mononoke?
Princess of the spirits
Like,
of
it's
ghouls,
completely
beasts,
visually
and elves.
incomprehensible.
The wolf stole her soul and now she lives to kill me.
We've had like 3 different Lady Eboshis so far.
Why can't the humans in the forest live together? Why can't we stop this fighting now?
I'm going to show you how to kill a god.
You cannot alter your fate, my prince.
Ashitaka, son!
However, you can rise to meet it if you choose.
Dear and Danny Brown's Yard sent a super chat. Finding an AI-generated image compelling is like finding a sunset compelling. Neither are man-made, but nobody is arguing that sunsets aren't compelling.
That's a very good point. Thank you for the
Sent a
super chat.
AI art is nuanced topic, and like all nuanced topics on the internet, people get militant when you don't pick their side.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's another reason why I want to have that conversation. This is giving me a preview, too, of what the AI is going to be. It's going to be wall-to-wall super chats and people arguing, isn't it? Which benefits me, but no. So yeah, like, no concept of shot composition, no concept of visual storytelling. And this guy thinks it looks good because he's not an artist. He doesn't understand what goes into... Oh, the wolf has like 6 legs. He doesn't understand what goes into making art. Like, a lot of people tend to think of art as like this mystical thing. Like artists just take down energy from the universe and put it out in the world. But really, it's a lot of technical work and a lot of hard work and a lot of thought has to go into it. Especially with film.
XXP sent a super chat. Personally, my issue with AI is when it's trained on art without artists' consent. If SPD trains it with art that they have the rights to, it's fair game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with people having a problem with that. It's just, personally, to me, I can't go as far as to call it theft, and I've given my reasons, but again, we'll get into this on a full stream.
Little off topic, but what about AI voices?
Now see, AI voices are the scary one. AI voices are already costing jobs, and that slipped in under everybody's noses while they were too busy yelling at image AI. So, yeah, GG. Because why do auditions and hire someone for a 15-second ad spot when you can just use a natural-sounding AI voice? You've probably already heard ads that have AI voices and didn't even notice. And that's the scary part. So yeah, voice AI is a completely different kettle of fish. We'll talk about that a bit on the AI stream too, though, when we do that one. And again, at 5 p.m., you guys are going to get to start voting on which react we do next anyway, so it could be the next one for all I know. But that's the thing. If you have a bunch of executives fire their art team and just try to use AI to make things because they think AI is magic, it's going to turn into a visual fucking mess like this because they don't know what looks good. They will still need a team of artists to tell them what looks good and to edit it together in a coherent manner. So any of these people trying to do this are gonna bite themselves in the ass. And also, it cost this dude $700 to make this.
Cryohazard sent a super chat. I just remember when Disney used for the Invasion show intro. I think the problem is that some people try to rely too much on the machine.
Yeah, on the other extreme, there's people who think AI is just fucking magic. You know, they really overestimate what it's capable of. You know, so...
Angels Art and Gaming sent a super chat. I'm so stuck being scared of AI voices and AI music.
I will show you the first thing that made me really shit my pants at vocal AI. Because I was like, holy shit, it sounds real. This. Get ready for it.
We're waiting every night to finally roam and invite newcomers to play with us. For many years we've been all alone. We're forced to be still and play.
That sounds real, huh? Like, obviously this had to be engineered by someone. They had to grease the AI to make it sound good. But fuck! If I played this for an older person and just told them it was a lost Frank Sinatra song, they wouldn't be able to tell. You know? Listen to this.
Just be sucking to fend. After all, you only got 5 nights at the ready.
I know, it sounds really good, doesn't it? And like I said, this wasn't just they plugged in some lyrics into an AI and made it go. This guy had to actually, like, engineer it and work with it, but still! That sounds really convincing! And this is, like, from, like, 5 years ago or something. Or maybe less, but it was the first one that really made me shit my pants about, oh god, voice AI is gonna be a problem, you know? I know, and it's really catchy. That's the sad part. It's gonna turn into like Carol and Tuesday when all music is only made by AI voices. You've seen a YouTuber talk to an AI version of himself? Oh god. Yeah, but yeah, it sounds very real. And that's a problem. I'm probably not gonna watch too many more videos just because I'm trying to actually like draw. They're gonna wrap up in like 45 minutes. Yeah, but see, this person actually had to understand music theory. You're correct, and good pitch and tone and stuff.
Doc and sent a super chat. The way that this is sung is mostly based on the 8-bit band's cover of TLTF and AF1 with a Frank Sinatra voice on top.
Yeah, but I mean, it still had like that Frank Sinatra like trill to it though. Like, it's scary. You know, and it sounded like a real person, because usually I'm pretty sensitive to digital stuff. I can usually tell when something is AI or something is a 3D model. But that was the first time I was like, even knowing this is AI, I can't hear it. And that bothers me. Oh, I think we've played that before, Jaden.
Master Clockwork sent a super chat. I'm leaving it to the courts to decide if data scraping is legal or not, but either way, the output is transformative, even if people don't like it.
That's true, Master Clockwork. I mean, like I said, your fucking browser downloads every image you look at online, and you don't need a license for that. And if a person just went and looked at a bunch of images and made their own image based on those images without tracing them directly, we wouldn't call that theft. So I can't, you know?
Cryohazard sent a super chat. Japan is already starting that process with making voice because they're getting tired of what Funimation nonsense like what happened with Dragon Maid and the censorship in Dragon Quest. I think.
Oh no. Oh yeah, replacing like whole ass voice actors with AI is gonna be depressing. But I mean, oh god, think about it. Like, imagine like The Simpsons just keeps going. Like, even after all the actors are dead, they've AI-ified their voices and someone else can just act in the role and they slap the dead actor's voice on top of them. You know that's gonna fucking happen. And dubbing's gonna be dead if they keep fucking around like that, though. Okay, fine. Everything's getting too spooky. Let's look at what Jaden just sent me then. We'll switch gears. Oh, I think I've seen this. Oh wait, no, it's not the one I'm thinking of. It's short enough for me not to get demonetized, right? I like how we're calling AMVs edits now. I'm sorry that I am I'm sorry that I'm horrifying you all with my doomer futurism, but you know it's gonna happen. I'm sorry, guys. We're living in a cyberpunk dystopia. The 80s tried to warn us and we didn't listen. Oh my god.
The final curtain.
See, this one you can tell more.
I'll say it clear. I'll state my case, of which I'm certain.
Yeah, because that one's got a little bit of that TTS warping to it, so you can tell it's AI, but that Frank Sinatra one was too fucking good. You know, it's scary. Yeah, I'm sorry, I went from AI to my fucking doomerism. This happens sometimes. This is what the normal art streams are like, guys, when I don't have a topic to focus on. Welcome to our cyberpunk dystopia. You'll never know what's real or not. Hooray! Yeah, speaking of shaky voices, ugh. Maybe I should just make an AI of my voice for when I have these stupid colds and things. I haven't gotten that much work done, but that's alright.
Shit-eating goblin sent a super chat. Terminator was right. AI will conquer us all.
Yeah, but see, like, I don't buy a lot of the evil AI sci-fi because, like, a machine wouldn't think like a person. It would have different priorities. Even if we have, like, even if we have the theoretical true artificial intelligence arise in this world, it still would never think exactly like a human. That's impossible.
Cryohazard sent a super chat. Yeah, the process is basically going to be using the Japanese voices into English. The One Piece actress for Luffy already said that she's not gonna live long enough for the series to end.
Oh jeez. They're gonna do that with Goku's VA too?
Tidewatcher sent a super chat. Welcome to Mr. Bones' dystopian ride.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, I got a little too doomery for you guys. I haven't seen the new Joker, and I heard it was really bad. I haven't seen the first Joker yet, though. It's a shame that it's bad, because, like, the title Joker 2 Folie à Deux is really good.
Danny Brown's Yard sent a super chat. Art under capitalism is a flower blooming out of concrete. AI replacing artists is the weed killer being sprayed on it.
But again, if these fucking corporate suits think they can just replace artists with AI, they're going to be sorely mistaken, and they're going to embarrass themselves and lose lots and lots of money, so we can at least look forward to that. Because again, the other problem is, people who aren't artists think AI is magic, and they don't know what looks good. You know, you'll see these AI bros thinking they've made a masterpiece, and it's like the ugliest fucking thing you've ever seen in your life, and it makes no visual sense. Toei would not use AI, they would simply use dark magic necromancy! You're not wrong. Well, I didn't say it was good. I just said I thought the title was good. The Folie à Deux title for Joker 2. I haven't seen the first one yet. I'm so behind on watching things. I always am. I gotta be in the right mood to start a movie or a show. I don't know. Maybe it's the tism. We all just turned into Evangelion doomers. We're talking about AI and technology. I'm always a doomer. I just don't get into it as much usually, but yeah. I assume some of you are going to be skipping the AI stream when it happens. I'm kind of an amateur futurist. I am very positive about technology, but I can also see a lot of the ways it can go very wrong. And sometimes it just makes you want to curl up in a ball in the corner. Yeah, the only real way I can see to make image AI useful at all is if you have your own proprietary software and hardware that can output at higher resolutions and with a LoRa trained to make exactly one type of image or exactly one character. That's the only way it's going to be useful. Otherwise, this is way too unwieldy. I haven't seen Black Mirror. Black Mirror is kind of like phone bad, though, isn't it?
Cryohazard sent a super chat. Before I leave to go watch Transformers 1. The first Joker film was great, but the second one was purposely made to be bad because DC forced him to make a second one.
Oh yeah, so it's like the sequel the original creator didn't want to make. Yeah, I can see that. Because the original Joker does seem like it's a pretty good standalone movie, you know? I'm gonna watch it eventually. I heard good things. I mean, I have nothing against AI not being able to be copyrighted. That just makes sense to me, because you are just prompting an algorithm to create something. You're not actually creating it directly, so... Now, wasn't Will Smith, like, completely against robots in iRobot? The movie is so stupid. Like, I feel like iRobot could have been good if they didn't dumb it down so much.
Igor sent a super chat. I've never understood why we had to give human qualities to non-human things. We've learned nothing from iRobot.
Yeah, right. I always hate the sci-fi trope that if a robot is shaped like
Master
a human...
Clockwork sent a super chat. Maybe this is an FYI, but there's a rise in companies hiring AI editors to touch up generated scripts and art. Because, obviously, it's not perfect.
Yeah, so they're just gonna recreate the jobs they're trying to replace, basically. You know, it's so asinine. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I hate the sci-fi trope that if we make a robot that looks like a human being, it'll start having emotions like a human being, which it just makes no sense. Yeah, it makes sense on like a narrative and symbolic and emotional level, but it doesn't make sense on a fucking logical one. Robots and AI are gonna be nothing like what we see in the movies. I worry about people chatting with, we're back on the fucking topic, of course, I'm sorry. I worry about people chatting with conversational bots, though, because I don't think people are really prepared for the level of unreality we're about to enter. People are not, like, psychologically or mentally or intellectually prepared for it at all. bigger here? I don't know. And I'm still kind of feeling things out. Would like to have more of this done by the next stream, but I'm probably gonna be so fucking distracted. Oh yeah, Detroit Become Human is on sale, by the way. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with Detroit Become Human. It's the best thing David Cage has ever written. That's not a high bar, but the best thing he's ever written. I've never heard of Ergo Josh, unfortunately. No, David Cage is a terrible writer. Like, the main plot of Detroit sucks, but a lot of the world building and atmosphere and stuff is cool, and of course we gotta love Connor and Hank, who are only as good as they are because of Brian Descartes and Clancy Brown's acting. I do have 3 videos of my old Detroit Become Human stream on YouTube, by the way. You wanna watch
Big
those?
Red Ape 9000 sent a super chat. Lily Orchard. More like Billy Dorktard. Got him.
Got him! No, we're calling her Lorch now because she's upset people use her real name.
Chat. Tuning in for a bit while I eat lunch at work.
Hey.
It's looking great as always.
Thank
Smiles.
you. Well, I'm probably gonna be wrapping up in half an hour anyway. It's been kind of a week, and I'm still a little sick, so you can't unhear Hank as Mr. Krabs. When he's drunk, you definitely hear the Mr. Krabs coming out. My brother somehow didn't know Clancy Brown voiced Mr. Krabs. He was very surprised by that. Don't you understand? David Cage is bringing emotion to video games. Nobody writes emotion like him. So Patrick Weeks made me cry over silly alien scientist man, David Cage. None of your games have moved me that much ever. David Cage just owns his own studio. That's how he keeps... He's a guy who really wishes he was a movie director and isn't even good enough for that. So he sees video games as like a backup, basically. He doesn't respect the medium at all. Again, I think a lot of what makes Detroit Become Human work is the atmosphere and futurism and not the plot.
Sent a super chat. Detroit is the Connor and Hank show.
I want a Netflix series about Connor and Hank in that universe just solving cybercrime. If the entire game was just Connor and Hank solving cybercrimes, I would be a 10 out of 10, no matter how goofy the dialogue is. Like, they were the best part of the game. I wanted to like Marcus, but it felt like half his fucking story was missing. Like, he just shows up at Jericho and they go, oh, you have heterochromia. You must be the chosen one. You're in charge now. Like, are we missing pages out of the script? What the fuck?
Prince Galaxy, Jaren, sent a super chat. Have $2 for good nuance takes and your wing fund.
Yay! Thank you. Might be a new chair fund next, actually. I mentioned before I keep buying these cheap-ass chairs that fall apart in a year, and maybe I should actually invest in a good office chair now that I'm able to. Thank you for your guys' generous support. Like, if you really listen to, like, Hank's dialogue, especially in Detroit, like, it's such, like, cliche, hard and rough, loose cannon cop dialogue, but he makes it work because he's a good fucking actor. Apparently, David Cage was getting mad at the two of them for like ad-libbing on the motion capture set, and they just kind of ignored him, which is good. A director should be able to appreciate the input of actors. But of course, David Cage is over here like, no, but my brilliant writing, oh, do you not see? I put 2 stripper bots with the same face and name as lesbians. I am so supportive. God, I hate you, David Cage. But I do like Detroit Become Human in a weird way. He is a bit like Tommy Wiseau. I call David Cage the anti-Kojima. They're both crazy auteurs, but one of them is actually talented, and it's Kojima. Yeah, it is just like a buddy, it's like a rope buddy cop setup, but like, like Clancy Brown's such a goddamn good actor, he can make even the corniest, stupidest dialogue sound natural. And like Hank's just kind of being a moron. Detroit become Cage, yeah. You're ruining my pretend movie professional actors who know what they're doing, yeah. Shut the fuck up, dude. What a story, David. Yeah, exactly. Wonder what his next game's gonna be. And guess what? His studio helped publish fucking Dustborn, guys. So that's another L for David Cage. Yeah, you're gonna have the guy who can only write women, like, experiencing sexual violence and being mothers. You're gonna have him, publish your fucking woke game. Okay. Yeah. That whole game is just a fucking accidental joke. It's amazing.
Sent a super chat. David Cage is also the dork who said game overs are the failure of the game designer and so took any consequences out of Heavy Rain and Fahrenheit.
Yeah, that's really stupid. We didn't have any consequences in Detroit either, because no matter how many times I got Marcus shot, he didn't die. But, I will say though, the QuickTime events in Detroit have also been very refined. There were a few scenes there that, like, gave me Wolf Among Us vibes. They were that good in just their pacing and the way they're integrated with the overall scene. So, and we'll give it props for that at least, and the good futurism, and Connor and Hank. Everything else is garbage though. No, David Cage didn't write Dustborn. It was a Norwegian company called Red Thread. But Quantic Dreams helped publish it, and Quantic Dreams is David Cage's studio. Thank you for complimenting my art. I wish I had gotten a little bit more of it done today, but it's because fucking Marcus is just a Mary Sue. I wanted to like him, but he's just a Mary Sue. He doesn't have to work for anything. And doesn't David Cage create actual movies because he's a terrible writer and a terrible director and a terrible everything? So I would say woo when they fuse and makes her immediately fuse. What makes them fuse? Like, what's happening here is like they're kind of in like one of the Mind Palace fusion areas, and it's like their trauma kind of collided when they fused, and it's a little too much, especially for Spinel. I want to bring you guys angst. And he's the fucking chosen one. He just shows up in Jericho and says, "Hello, I'm a rich boy, and I'm taking over your rebel group because I'm just the main character." And they all go, "Okay." This should be just another angle of them rising on her, but yeah. Forget Norway! I'm gonna sue all of Norway. There's a character in Dustborn named Sai, and she's a piece of shit. I'm suing Norway for defamation.
Juan Salinas sent a super chat. How would you feel if a company made music with AI of musicians that sold their likeness/brand to them? Like how both Kiss and Pink Floyd did so.
I think that's kind of gross, to be honest. And like, why would you enjoy that? Why would you just enjoy somebody else manufacturing stuff that sounds like those bands? I don't know. I don't know how I feel. Like, I'm obviously much more critical of vocal AI than I am of image AI, as you can tell. Oh yeah, I started putting bully music in here because I'm allowed to play it. I've actually played Bully like 3 times. It's a really good game. But like for the longest time, people were using Bully music in the background of their YouTube videos, and I couldn't quite place the music. I couldn't quite remember where it was from, and it was making my tonal memory go crazy. And then one day I finally figured out it was Bully. I don't know, maybe somebody had it in their description.
The QA signboard sent a super chat. Thoughts on Joker 2?
No, I haven't seen the original yet, and I haven't seen the new one, but I think the new one has a good title, and it's wasted on it being shitty, apparently. So, and it's not like you couldn't have made a musical version of the Joker work, but they just,
Kaiji sent a super chat. Have you ever seen that clip of Willie yelling at the I have a dream moment in Detroit Become Human?
No. Let me see if I can find that. Yeah, there's a lot. Okay. Wooly goes nuts over Detroit. This has got to be it. And it's only 40 seconds, so we can watch that real quick.
Good. Choose symbol.
One of those is a fucking fist.
Be the fucking fist! No, it's gonna be violent.
Hell, it's too late.
Yeah, you committed. I'm sure it's fine.
The black android fist is a coming.
Glove on.
Yeah! What'd you do?
Yo, you know what he did?
Oh my god!
Fuck you! Fuck off!
Here, all of you put "We Have a Dream."
I say as I choose that option.
Sorry, that was a little loud, wasn't it? Oh god, that's hilarious. Yeah, like later on, David Cage tried to like backtrack and say, no, I was not doing a racist symbolism. No, I was not talking about the American civil rights as a Frenchman. No, none. But like, you have that shit. You have like, you can have Marcus also say, I have a dream in his stupid speech. And say, you made androids to be your slaves. And it's like, that doesn't really work when you were literally built to be appliances and no one meant to give you free will. You can't just say that. Like, what if my toaster became self-aware tomorrow and said, you made me a slave? Like, what do I do with that? But, yeah, you have that. You have, the androids have to be at the back of the bus, guys. They have to be at the back of the bus. I'm pretty sure I did that one, too. Actually, yeah, I did. Actually, did I make a short out of it? I think I might have. Megalania playing right now. Oh god, I'm losing my mind. Did I make that a short? I'm pretty sure I did. No, yeah, I did. I did make it a short. Okay. Now we're gonna watch that.
And this is the part that's gonna piss me the fuck off. David Cage, you fucking idiot.
Sent a super chat. They can also sing slave hymns too. I cringed.
Get it? They have to be at the back of the bus, you get it? Do you get it, guys? Do you get it? Do you get the subtle symbolism here, written by a French guy who doesn't know much about American history? Do you get it?
This was only 2020.
Yeah, again, that's what I'm saying, Matt. They are inanimate objects. The only reason we are supposed to care is because they look like people. But I hate that in sci-fi. It's like, well, if this robot looks like a human, it's gonna inevitably start acting like a human. No! That makes no sense.
Yeah, see my complaint there.
God damn it. And I know I shouldn't be saying that as a Steven Universe fan, but shut up, that's very soft sci-fi.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, you can actually watch all 3 of my Detroit streams from 2020 on YouTube. I have them up there. So you can hear more of me ranting at this fucking game. Unfortunately, well, I was using a headset mic at the time, which is probably part of it. It's very tinny. But, yeah, I killed off Kara and Alice, so we didn't get to the part where a black woman sits down across from the conventionally attractive white android girl and says she understands her plight because my people were also once treated that way. And it's like, oh my god. It's so bad. It's so bad. And it's like, you just, like fucking, the robots were made as appliances. You can't, like, have a slavery angle here. That makes no sense. You could have made it a little more interesting and nuanced, but no, it's David Cage. He's a terrible writer, so we can't have nice things. David Cage approved it. It's his studio and his script and his vanity projects. It's like snaking over. Might even keep this angle, but we'll see. Again, I'm still kind of feeling things out. Maybe this is why people always thought I was a teenage boy when I was using a potato mic. Oh, Beyond Two Souls is probably the worst game David Cage has ever made. At least Heavy Rain is funny. But Beyond Two Souls is like beyond plot comprehension. Like, he starts like 7 different stories and doesn't finish any of them. Like, pick a plot and stick to it. That's fucking Beyond Two Souls. Video Games Awesome back in the day did a Let's Play of Beyond Two Souls, and the guy just ripped into it.
Cryohazard sent a super chat. What is my purpose? To pass butter. Oh, God.
Yeah? Welcome to the club, pal. But yeah, Beyond Two Souls, like, I don't even know what the fuck he was trying to do with that one. Like, it's just like, we're just like taking this girl from story to story at different points in her life, none of which connect at all or make any fucking sense, you know? Like, she's fighting Native American demons in the desert, and then she's like in Somalia or something as a soldier, and it's like, what the fuck is going on? And it's all because she has her dead twin baby ghost attached to her that gives her psychic powers, and it's like, what the fuck? I don't know. That game had no idea where the fuck it was going. It never really got anywhere. Like, maybe if it had been a vignette about different characters in these situations, it could have worked. Like vignettes of different people. But, like, to have us believe that the same person was doing all of this shit with absolutely no connective tissue between them is just stupid. No wonder the story is told out of order, because if you told it in order, it would make so little sense. Bad and naughty plots are locked in the David Cage for their plotted sins. Yeah. I mean, their games still must sell well enough for David Cage to keep doing this to us, but Elliot Page's awkward, superpowered teen phase. That was definitely the worst part of the game. And of course, David Cage had to write it that when his female character lead leaves the protection of her male caretaker, she is immediately almost raped. That's her reward for trying to go outside, I guess. Because David Cage can't write a single fucking game without putting a woman in some sort of sexually violent situation. Even Kara.
The QA signboard sent a super chat. Sigh, what about Omicron and Indigo Prophecy?
I think Indigo Prophecy is what put the company on the map, but I never played it personally.
Confused Cabal sent a super chat. Boss, I bring news from the void. Velma is officially cancelled.
Oh yeah, I had heard that. They're not getting a season 3. Fuck you, Mindy Kaling. Actually, Ant's gonna talk about Velma in an upcoming video, and I started giving him all the dirt I dug up on Mindy Kaling because I went down a fucking rabbit hole about her, and like, I just hate her as a person now. Like, this is a woman who bought her way into Hollywood with mommy and daddy's doctor and lawyer money. She has been an executive producer on everything she's ever acted in and everything she's ever been involved in, which means she put up the money for it. So I think the only reason she had an acting role in The Office is because she put up money. I never see her in the fucking memes for The Office, which just goes to show how unfunny she is. And Velma was made entirely by her own production house and Charlie Grandy's own production house, and they both worked on The Office together. So this was all absolutely a vanity project, Velma. It was completely 100% a vanity project. It's a little too low, but I guess I could just raise the whole thing, couldn't I? No, Sapple, you're thinking of Heavy Rain, where a woman had to do a striptease. What happened with Beyond Two Souls is Paige had a no nudity clause, and then they still rendered the character's complete realistic nude body, even though they didn't have to, and you could see it by fucking with the camera. So that's nice. That's real good to do to somebody. What the fuck is wrong with French people? Yeah, I think what happened was Kaling wanted to make like an adult animated show, but like Warner wouldn't put it on HBO Max unless it was a Warner property, and so she just like had to make a shitty Velma show, and like just the show obviously hates that it has to be related to Scooby-Doo at all, and it is supposed to just be the Mindy Kaling show again. Like, God, like just the more I found out about Mindy Kaling, the more I just like find her reprehensible as a person.
Angels Art and Gaming sent a super chat. Doesn't surprise me. Hate Watchers couldn't save it.
And the only reason I even got a season 2 is because it was her own company.
The QA signboard sent a super chat. Never forget how she confessed to sexually harassing a man and threatening people jobs if they told anyone on a talk show.
Yeah, she had a show again about herself, and it was supposed to be a flashback to her in college, and Lee Pace was like playing her college boyfriend, and she just like kissed him suddenly during a scene without permission, and it wasn't in the script. And I guess he walked off, and she just like tried to gaslight him by pretending it didn't happen, and she laughed about threatening her staff if they tell anyone.
David made it so she could get assaulted in like 5 different spots in the game, and also puts her in creepy fetish outfits.
Yeah, that's every David Cage female character. Like the worst one is still the female lead in Heavy Rain, who was only there to fuck the main character guy and be subjected to sexual violence in every single scene she's in. Like, seriously. So yeah, Heavy Rain, Detroit Become Human is still the best thing he's ever written, but he still has 2 stripper bots with the same name and face who are in lesbians with each other. Thanks for the representation, David. You fucking asshole. Alright, so it's almost 4 o'clock. I'm gonna wrap up in a few minutes. I'll let chat catch up to the devastating news that I'm going to. What do you mean, failed to save file? Am I out of space? I wonder. That's a good way to end the stream. More technical difficulties for myself. I'll have to figure out what the hell is causing that. Oh yeah, wow, yeah, the drive is full. Holy shit. I'm gonna have to move a few things. Alright, well, I'm gonna take care of that. I will tell the dogs you love them. Looks like you got a channel membership, so if you're on the Discord, I sometimes post pictures and videos from work, where I work with tiny little puppies. So yeah, my drive is full. That's why it's not saving right now. I'm gonna have to move a few things around here. Well, that's okay. I will talk to you guys later. If you want to come by for Dragon Age tomorrow night, that's at 6 p.m. EST. And then 5 p.m., that poll is going up.
Cryohazard sent a super chat. Never forget we lost a Spider-Verse Batman Beyond movie with Kevin Conroy because of Velma.
Oh, I won't forget. I won't forget, because goddamn Batman Beyond would fit the Spider-Verse styles so well. It already is kind of that angular, chunky style. Anyway, okay, now I'm really leaving this time, and I'm gonna fix my save problem. I will talk to you guys later. And remember, where the hell did that one come from? I don't remember putting that sticker in. What the fuck? Anyway. Thank you, everyone. Come by for Dragon Age at 6 p.m. tomorrow or next week. We'll probably have a react. You're gonna be able to vote soon. Bye.